Hey there, CEOs. Welcome to the Streamlined CEO podcast. I'm your host, Karalee, and this is the podcast for solopreneurs ready to level up and for those CEOs already leading a team who know you need to do things differently to scale and smash that next big goal. Do you feel a bit stuck though? Wondering what your next move is to make things really streamlined? You know you want more efficiency, you want more capacity, you want more time. Maybe you're thinking about adding a team member or wanting to fully trust in your existing team to support your vision. If you're looking for these bite-sized operational solutions and you desire a more organized, efficient, and simple way to do business, then you are absolutely in the right place, and I am so excited to dive in today. So today we're diving deep into something crucial for achieving all of that, understanding those hidden costs of the inefficiency you're experiencing right now. We're going to uncover how seemingly small operational snags might be quietly draining your business and your energy. So, does this sound familiar? You started your online coaching or service business driven by passion, right? That desire, the desire to help others. You love helping your clients. You're seeing growth. Maybe even you're hiring your first team members. But behind those scenes, right? Behind the scenes, things feel chaotic. They feel very stressful. You're just juggling a million tasks. Information lives mostly in your head, and you're constantly putting out small fires. You know you should have better systems, but finding the time to create them feels nearly impossible because you're already overwhelmed. And trust me, this is not just you. I talk to people like this, entrepreneurs just like you, every day. It is a super common reality for successful growing online entrepreneurs and CEOs. You are not alone. You are fantastic at what you do. You're getting results, but maybe you're finding that the intuitive ways you started with just aren't cutting it anymore. You're likely hitting a ceiling, not because of the lack of skill or demand, because the way you operate hasn't quite caught up with the growth. So, again, today we're pulling back the curtain on how this lack of structure and these inefficient workflows are secretly costing you more than you might think. We're talking about time leaks, lost revenue, and that dreaded client churn. So, understanding these hidden costs is the very first step to streamlining your operations and building this truly sustainable business. We need a foundation. So, this first one that we're going to be talking about today, that could be a hidden cost of inefficiency, is that little sneaky thief, time leaks. So, what in the world am I talking about, right? So, let's start with this most obvious, yes, also often underestimated cost, and that is time. Where does it actually go? I ask myself this question frequently. I ask clients this frequently. Every once in a while, I'm just like, man, time's going really fast. Like, where did it go? Where did I even spend it? And it's not just these hours that you bill to your clients, it's the minutes that are accumulating throughout the day that leak away due to inefficiency. So I want you to think about it. How long does it take to find that specific client file, that email template, or that onboarding checklists? 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. How often do you repeat instructions to a team member because there's no clear standard operating procedure or SOP? How much time is spent fixing errors that happened because a process wasn't followed consistently? How much time do you spend context switching because you're pulled in too many directions without clear delegation? So let's do some quick math. If you and your team waste just 30 minutes a day on these kinds of tasks, searching, clarifying, fixing, that's 2.5 hours a week. So over a month, that's over 10 hours. That's more than a full workday lost. So imagine what you could do with an extra workday each month. That's time you could spend on high-level strategy, client attraction, developing new offers, or simply recharging so that you don't burn out. These time leaks directly impact your productivity and are the first major cost of poor operations. All right. So where's your time going? All right, number 2 here of a hidden cost of inefficiency you might find in your business. The bottom line bleed, which is lost revenue. Okay. All right. So it's time for the money. Always got to do that. Time, money, right? Those time leaks directly translate into lost revenue. That extra workday lost, if your billable rate is, let's say, $100 an hour, that's potentially $800 minimum, could be a lot more, down the drain each month just from those small inefficiencies. But I want to tell you this, it goes much, much deeper than just this. This could also have you could have delayed launches. So how often have new services or programs been pushed back because the operational back end, right, the behind the scenes, wasn't ready? That's potential launch revenue deferred, right, put off till later, or completely lost altogether. We could have missed opportunities. So when you're bogged down in the admin tasks and the reactive tasks, you miss opportunities for things like collaborations, speaking gigs, or pursuing bigger clients because you simply don't have capacity. Capacity is the time or the energy. Another thing is inconsistent service delivery, and this is huge. When operations aren't smooth, the client experience suffers every single time. Maybe onboarding is clunky one time, maybe it's smooth the next, maybe communication lags. This inconsistency prevents clients from becoming raving fans who refer your business, right? Like referrals, this prevents them from becoming referrals, simply as it is. This is a massive yet often unquantified source of lost revenue. So they might complete their contract, but they won't shout your names from the rooftops. This directly affects your bottom line. That lost revenue. So poor operations mean you're likely leaving significant money on the table, which is hindering your ability to scale your business effectively. So the second one is that lost revenue. So number 1 was time leaks. Number 2 was lost revenue. So we're going to get on to the third silent thing, that hidden cost of inefficiency, and that is client churn. So this leads us to this third one, client churn. When inconsistent service delivery becomes the norm due to poor internal processes, clients notice. They might not complain directly, but they can feel it. They feel disorganized communication, they see missed details, or a sense that they aren't getting the premium experience that they paid for. And what happens? They don't renew, they quietly finish their engagement and move on. This client churn is incredibly expensive. Studies consistently show it costs far more to acquire a new client than to retain an existing one. So think about the impact this has. So the loss of recurring revenue, right, which is predictable income, which these income streams then dry up. We have increased marketing spend, right? If you spend on marketing, so you have to spend more time and potentially money finding new clients to replace the ones who left. And you might even have a damaged reputation. So while they might not leave a bad review, they certainly aren't providing glowing testimonials or referrals for you, which impacts your brand authority. So improving client satisfaction and retention starts with smooth, reliable internal operations. And so delivering this exceptional client experience consistently requires systems that support that goal. So it's not just about the coaching or the service itself, it's about the entire journey. Okay, so we've talked about the doom and gloom, the time leaks, the lost revenue, and the client churn caused by operational inefficiency. And it sounds very heavy, I know. Especially when you're already feeling overwhelmed and maybe even battling the everything in your head syndrome. You want to streamline operations. You want to scale your business sustainably, and you want to improve the client experience. You desire predictability, and you want to avoid, at all costs, burnout. You dream of achieving this work-life harmony. So the good news, it's absolutely possible. That's the good news. The solution lies in building a solid operational foundation. It's about getting those processes out of your head and into clear, documented workflows and SOPs. It's about identifying these real bottlenecks, not just the surface level symptoms, and creating systems that allow you to delegate effectively and confidently. So I want you to imagine this, knowing exactly how every key process runs, having team members execute tasks consistently and correctly without constant oversight, onboarding new clients smoothly and professionally every single time, having the mental space to focus on growth because the day-to-day runs like clockwork. So this isn't about rigid corporate structures. It's about creating freedom through frameworks. It's about building a business that supports your life but doesn't consume it. So getting started on this journey can feel like the biggest hurdle. Where do you even begin to untangle the operational spaghetti? That's how it feels in my brain sometimes. How do you find the time to fix the very problems that are actually stealing your time? Ironic, right? So this is precisely why I personally developed the Operations Assessment Blueprint. And this blueprint is designed specifically for ambitious online coaches and service providers and CEOs like you who are ready to move from reactive chaos to proactive control. It's more than just process mapping, okay? It's a deep dive VIP day experience where we uncover those hidden bottlenecks and we build a truly sustainable foundation for your business. We essentially create your custom 6-month roadmap to operational excellence, right? Getting you to those goals. But before diving into something like that, let's just talk, because that's like a big commitment, man. That's going all in. 6-month roadmap. So before we dive into all of that, I just want to talk to you. I want to offer you a free operations clarity call. So this isn't a sales pitch, right? It's a genuine opportunity for us to just connect and for you to gain some immediate insight, right? I want to serve you here. It's all about support in these next couple of months. So during this free clarity call, we're going to talk about these 3 things. We're going to identify some of your key operational bottlenecks, whether you know what they are or not. We're going to be pinpointing where these biggest leaks are happening in your specific business, right? Not just examples, your specific business. We're going to briefly discuss how my signature navigate framework for operational efficiency could potentially apply to your situation, right? How we process finding and solving and implementing solutions for your bottlenecks, right? This is what this framework walks you through. And the third thing, we're going to outline these potential benefits that you could see from actually getting really crystal clear on your operations, whether through my operations assessment blueprint or your own focused efforts from our conversation. And so I want you to think of it as a first step toward reclaiming that time that you desire and that freedom that you're running toward, right? You want to get there, which is enabling you to scale that impact without sacrificing your sanity, and then finally experiencing that consistent growth and predictability by having a really firm, concrete foundation in place in your business. So are you ready to actually stop these leaks that are hidden, right? You got to find them, but are you ready to stop these leaks and start building this business that truly supports your desired lifestyle and allows you to deliver at an even greater client impact, right? That's all our goals, right? We want more time, freedom. We want our clients to be happy, and we want to be happy in the process, right? So I want you to book your free operations clarity call today. You can head to the show notes for the link. There's absolutely no obligation to grab an operations assessment blueprint after our call. It's just a chance to gain some clarity on your biggest operational challenges and see what's actually possible and see what your next steps can be. So we're going to map out how you can escape that overwhelm and build the streamlined, scalable, and sustainable business that you actually deserve. We all deserve to have more time, do the things that we want, but we all need to also support these people that we truly desire to support, right? And I want to help you be able to have that operationally to where it's not a burden on you. So that's all for this week on the Streamlined CEO podcast. So remember, efficiency is costing you more than just your time. It's impacting your revenue, your client relationships, and your well-being. So taking control of your operations is taking control of your future. So don't forget to book your clarity call. I want to chat with you. But thanks for tuning into the Streamlined CEO. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening. And don't forget to check out our bonus episodes and the behind the scenes content on YouTube. So until next time, keep scaling, keep streamlining, and let's do this.